Good morning. My name is Courtney O'Reilly.
And I'm Ryan Ball.
And we pastor in Gros Morne Community Church in the beautiful community of Rocky Harbor.
We're coming to you today explaining some of the capital projects that we have utilized here at our church in the last number of years. And since my time here in the last 7 years, we have went to the PAONL for funding for 4 capital projects within our church and within our community. And 3 of those 4 projects were all linked to our expansion and our growth here at Gros Morne Community Church. And we began by the first project that we sought funding for was just getting more chairs for our building. We quickly realized that with growing programs, Christmas time, special events, that we did not have enough seating here in our facilities. So the first project was actually going to the PAONL, seeking funding for more chairs. And then we had some other projects that came into effect. With more chairs, more seating, we had to look at expanding our parking lot. Our parking lot here is very small, can probably only fit 10 to 15 cars comfortably. So we looked to the PAONL and we said, you know what, with a growing congregation, with growing programs, more so within the last 2 or 3 years with our kids ministry and youth ministry growing, we really needed to expand our parking lot. So the other 2 projects then were expanding our parking lot to the west side of the building and then to the north side, giving us access to all of our building. And at many of occasions, we've looked out and seen our parking lot completely full. And even now, COVID is a bit difficult because we're constricted with numbers, but we're still able to utilize our parking and the chairs that we've had. The third project that we're currently working on now, and it's kind of been on pause during COVID, but we're looking at renovations to our basement. And our vision moving forward is that we want our church to be a community-minded building. We want to host community events. We want to be able to grow our programming, but right now our basement is a little constricted.
Yeah, so with growth comes growing pains. And I've been here now 3.5 years and just seeing even that growth in that amount of time to see from the parking lot to the chairs and now to our basement where in the past couple of years, we've opened up a food pantry that we operate out of our church basement. And we were constricted with that for sure. To our kids programming, to a nursery space. There's just, these pains of growth for sure, that we need to address the basement. We need to better utilize our space so that we can effectively continue to do ministry and serve our community.
The food pantry has been such a blessing for the community and bridging some gaps in the community. And we've dreamed some big dreams and have really seen the growth that this can make in our community. And our vision is to have one full room dedicated to the food pantry or food bank system. And as some of the guidelines with COVID open up a little bit, we want to be able to host community soup kitchen type events. We want to be able to open our basement space to have people come in, grab some items from the food bank and grab a hot meal. And a few years ago, it was kind of unheard of to have that in our area. There was no food pantry, no food bank, but we've been overwhelmed with the support and meeting the needs in our community through our food pantry system. And like Pastor Courtney said, you don't really realize your confinement on space until you expand, until you branch out, until you start casting some vision for this. So these are some of the areas in which we've been able to utilize capital projects provided through Offerama, provided through the PAONL.
And, we often hear, you're just a small church. But God is never a small God, and He doesn't look at the size of our assemblies or communities when He births new dreams and visions. So we're going to continue to dream those God-sized dreams for our area and for this coast. And we're thanking you for your support, for your continued support in that. And we're not done dreaming yet, and we don't believe that God has done His work here yet. And so we're going to keep coming back as long as He keeps giving us those dreams and we see the growth. We're going to keep coming back and believing for greater things.
So we want to thank all the churches that are supporting Offerama this month and supporting the Offerama giving, and more specifically capital projects. And we are proof here at Gros Morne Community Church of the effectiveness of giving towards capital projects within our home missions churches, our supplemental assemblies here in Newfoundland and abroad in our mission field.
So thank you and God bless.